Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Monday afternoon of some Hatha Yoga Asanas. Always a great thing to do. I had a really interesting little chuckle. So many places that share yoga here in California, they focus primarily as something that's very physical. And I was noticing a former colleague and friend of mine from India. He had sent me a video of the oldest person that was a guru and teacher of yoga in India. And the way they phrased it, they said, yoga isn't just good for mental well-being and spiritual well-being, it's also good for physical well-being. And I thought that was so interesting because there, everyone assumes that it's really good for the mind, emotions, and spirit. And they're not paying so much attention to the physical. So it was kind of interesting. But this woman was, she was, excuse me, 95 in this video. She'd been teaching yoga all her life. She lived to 99. And until she was 99, she was teaching 100 people a day. And the asanas she was doing were very impressive. So something for all of us to look forward to, perhaps. So today we are focusing on focus and concentration. We're going to do some more work for our neck and shoulders, but we want to have the postures allow us to release the physical tension that keeps us from focusing and do ones that help us to really target, to focus on what we'd like to focus on whenever we want to. So that's what we're doing today. Happy that everyone could make it. So we're going to start with just a very simple neck stretch. I thought that would be a good way to get our little bit of emphasis on the neck and shoulders. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, tilt the head to the left, then bring our left arm behind us. So we're not going to do the same thing we did last time. We're just going to hold on gently to the right arm as we tilt our head to the left shoulder. It just adds a little bit of an extra stretch in there. And we'll bring our head back up, release our arm. Then we'll inhale, we'll exhale, we'll tilt our head to the right, bring the right arm behind our back, holding on to our left upper arm, and just allow that neck and shoulder to relax, the tension to release. And then bringing our head back to center, release our arm. And now let's do Yoga Mudra. It's the symbol of yoga. It's about humbleness before the universe. It's a great way to start our focus. So clasping our hands behind our back, we'll bring our forehead to the mat and allow the shoulders to drop forward. And then you can allow your shoulders to come down. And very slowly sit back up. And then putting your awareness in the energy center of your choice, the heart center, along the spine behind the heart, or in the center, the third eye between the eyebrows, just above, between the eyes, just above the eyebrows. And now, keeping your awareness in that one of those centers, we'll stand up. And we'll begin our standing poses with 4 full yoga breaths. So bending forward, exhale completely. Remember, as we inhale, we're feeling lower, middle, upper portion of the lungs, coming up on our toes, expanding our arms into a Y. And then we come down on our heels, we exhale completely. We're going to do a little variation on the half moon. So instead of bringing our arms up, we're going to allow the left arm to move down our leg, right arm to come over our head. Your palm is toward the floor, and just feeling this side of your body relaxing and letting go. Just stretches us in a little bit different way, just a little bit more along here, along the side. And then we'll lower that arm, come back to center. And now the other side. So right arm goes down our leg, left arm comes over the head. And then we'll lower that arm. And we're going to do a wide leg forward bend. We'll do it with a couple different arm positions. First, we're going to do it by clasping our hands behind our back. We'll bend forward, and when we've come forward as far as we're comfortable, we'll let our shoulders drop forward. It doesn't matter if they come forward a little bit or a lot. And then we're going to lower our arms and clasp your hands behind. You can bring your hands behind your back in pronoun with the palms up, or just grasping your forearms. And then release your arms, bring your hands down your legs, 2 fingers around the big toe, and look up. And then releasing, bring your hands back up your legs, coming all the way back up. We'll bring our arms up and do a gentle arch back. Feet together and lower our arms. And we're going to do a warrior variation now. So stepping out with the left leg, forearm on our thigh, opposite arm over the head. Now we're going to bring both hands to the mat and balancing on your left leg, raising your right leg. You can keep both hands on the mat, or if you want to try bringing your hand to your hip, you can do that. And then both hands back on the mat, lowering your leg, stepping back into a mountain.
And then walk our hands and feet together and come back up to standing. And now the opposite side. So stepping out with your right leg, forearm on your thigh, opposite arm over the head. And now we'll bring both hands to the mat, balancing on the right leg this time, lifting your left leg. And anytime you want to bring your hand to your hip, you can do that, or just keep both hands on the mat. And then bringing both hands back to the mat. Lower your leg, stepping back to the mountain. And then we'll walk our hands and feet together and come back to standing. And we're going to do a chair next. So do a stretch first. We're going to bring our arms up, stretching up on our toes, back down on our heels, opening our arms wide, coming down like a big open, easy chair, open hearts. And then to come out, we're going to bring our arms up, stretch all the way up, really lengthen our spine one more time, back down on our heels and lower our arms. We're going to do an ankle twist next. We're going to go to the left side, come back to center, but we're not going to go straight to the other side. We'll come back to center, bring our arms down, pause, and then go to the other side. Just adds that little bit of extra focus to it. So let's inhale, come up on our toes, only as high as you're comfortable going, twisting to your left. We're going to come back to center, come back down, lower our arms, pause. And now the opposite side. So bringing our arms up, coming up on our toes, and twisting to your right. And then back to center and down. Let's step to the back of our mats and we'll do a jackknife. We're going to do a couple of different arm positions with it. The first one, we'll come up, we'll stretch up, let's stretch up like we normally do, back down on our heels. And then we're gonna cross our arms in front of us, bending forward from the hips and just hanging there with arms crossed. And then releasing your hands and arms. We'll grasp ankles, calves, or knees. Draw your head in a little bit. And then release. And then bringing your hands up, your arms up behind your back. And let's raise our shoulders up. It's okay if they just come up a little tiny bit. You're just releasing tension in your body, wherever it is. And then we'll lower our arms, let our hands dangle again. And then coming up slowly, you can bend your knees and just roll your back up. Now we'll do a backward bend. You can do this in a standing position or coming down onto your knees. So stepping forward with the left leg, coming down onto the right knee. We'll bring that left leg forward so our knee is over our ankle, and then arch back. And then bring our arms down, we'll readjust our balance, stand up. And now the opposite side, coming down onto the left leg, bringing the right leg forward, and arch back. The affirmation, I am free, I am free. And then we'll bring our hands down. Again, readjust our balance, standing up. And now let's come to the front of our mats. We're going to do a salutation to the moon. So we'll open our arms, inhale and arch back. Exhale, coming forward, fingers and toes line up. Coming down to a squat position. Down onto the left knee and arch back. Stretch forward. Coming back onto two knees. Arch back. Opening your knees apart, slide up into a cobra. And then coming back onto two knees, arch back. And then we'll step forward with the left leg. We'll stretch first. Onto the right knee, arch back. Bringing the right leg forward into a squat. And then lifting our hips up. One more arch back. And now you can lie down and rest in Savasana. Remember, when you're in Savasana, you're letting go. Your goal is to just let go, but keep your focus. Try to keep your awareness in the heart center of the third eye. as you're in Savasana.
You can sit up now and face your screen. And we'll start seated poses with Maha Mudra. It's a very good way to focus and release tension. And it also energizes us. So your right leg is extended, your left foot is in, spine is nice and straight. The way we do this one, we bring our hand behind our back. Inhale, walk the chin, reach down to hold our big toes, 2 fingers around the thumb across the top. And even if you have to pick up your knee, it's okay. You want to keep your chin locked while you inhale, head towards the knee, and then exhale and come up. And then we'll do that once, and then we'll do 2 more of those at your own pace. We're going to do 3 on each side. So let's begin. Arm behind your back, inhale, lock your chin, reaching down for your toe, head towards the knee with the chin locked and holding your breath. Don't strain to hold your breath. Whenever you need to exhale, come up. And then just move right into the next one. As soon as you finish your exhalation, go into the next one. We've done 3 on that side. We'll pause for a moment. And now 3 on the other side. So bringing our arm behind our back. Inhale, lock the chin. Your hand goes down your leg to grasp your toe. Head towards the knee with the chin locked, holding your breath. Very centering sequence to do. We're going to do a seated cat now, so you can get all the benefits of the cat without putting any pressure on the knees. So to do this, first I'm going to bring my arms back, tilt my head back and chest forward. And then to go in the opposite direction, chin to the chest, arms come out in front of me, clasping my hands, rounding my back. So we're going to do that 5 times. So let's do one together. Hands behind you, head tilted back, chest out. And then chin to the chest, grasping your hands in front of you, arching your back. That's 1. And then 4 more at your own rate. That's great for opening the shoulder and neck area. So we're going to do eagle arms now, but we're going to do it with a little variation. So I'll show you. So I bring my left arm, this will be your left arm, wrap the right arm around it. We'll put it thumb to the third eye or just out from it. First we'll raise our arms and down, and then we're going to fold forward with our arms in this position and hold down there. So let's do this together. Bringing your left arm up, right arm wraps underneath it. Thumb is touching the third eye or out from it. We're going to raise our arms up and lower them down. And now we're going to fold forward. And then sitting back up, release our arms and pause. And now the opposite side. So right arm is up this time, left arm underneath. Thumb touches the third eye or just out from it. And we'll raise our arms up. And we'll bring them back down. And now we'll fold forward. And then sitting back up. And then release our arms and pause. And now we're going to do a twist. And
And this time we're going to do the regular half spinal twist. So knees in an upside down V, right leg comes under the left, left leg crosses over the right, right arm reaches around to grasp the left foot, and left arm behind you, looking over your left shoulder. If you want to wrap your hands through your legs, you can do that variation. Either way is good. And then we'll untwist. And now we'll do the opposite side. So we start out the same way. Upside down V, this time the left leg goes underneath, right leg crosses over the top. Left arm comes around to grasp the right foot, right arm behind your back, looking over your right shoulder. And if you want to bring your hands through your legs, you can do that. Or just keep it in this position. Either one is good. And we'll untwist. And we're going to come back into the firm so that we can do a hare. Pull our shoulder blades back, let them relax. And then moving into the child's pose, dropping your hands to your sides and forehead on the mat. And then for the hare, bring your head a little closer to your knees, grasp your heels in your hands, and raise your hips. And then lower your hips, release your hands, keep your forehead on the mat. And now we're going to do the long hare. So bring your head out, 18 or so inches from your knees, and we'll grasp our ankles and roll up onto our head and our knees. This is giving us the benefits of a headstand. It's great for focus. And then lower yourself down, keep your forehead on the mat. And then sitting back up into the firm. into a camel. So we'll come up onto our knees, and you can do this with a chair, by the way, just putting a chair behind you and pushing forward. Or you can curl your toes under, reach back for your heels and push forward. Or you can just put your hands behind your back and push forward a little bit. And then you can, if you like, you can bring your palms to your chest. And raising your arms above your head. And then bring your hands back down, coming back down to the firm. We're going to do a pose now called the chest opener. I'll turn this way so you can see me. It's a little bit like the broken wing, but it's a little bit different. So I'm going to come onto my right side. My right arm is behind me. Right leg is straight. Left leg is up in the air, bent. And then I'm going to bring my left arm behind me and clasp both hands. You can bring your arms up a little bit if you like, or not, either way. So let's try this one together now. So bringing your right arm behind you, coming down onto your right side. If that's not comfortable, just keep your right arm out in front of you rather than behind you. Right leg is straight, left leg is bent in an upside down V, left hand behind your back. And as you bring your left arm back, you want to open your shoulder a bit. And then to come out, we're going to bring our left hand back, straighten the left leg, push ourselves up, and stretch back. And now the opposite side. So we're going to come onto the left side. Again, if it's not comfortable to have your arm behind you, bring it out in front of you. Left leg is straight, right knee is bent. Bring your right arm behind your back, clasping your hands, open your shoulder a bit. And then to come out, we're going to come back up and stretch back into the child's pose. And coming back up into the firm. And we're going to slide forward into a cobra. And then slowly lower ourselves down. When we don't need to use our arms, we bring it to our sides and bring our cheek to the mat. And then we're going to do a bow. So forehead to the mat, bending your knees, grasping your feet, lifting your torso and legs. And then we'll lower our torso and legs down, release our feet, cheek on the mat. And then rolling over onto your back. And we're going to do a supine spinal twist. So bending your left knee, bringing that leg across the right to the floor, extending your left arm behind you, looking over your left shoulder. And the goal is to let that shoulder just relax down as best you can. And then bringing your arm back, bring that knee back to center, straighten your leg. We're going to pause for a moment. And then bending your right knee, bringing that leg across the left to the floor, extending your right arm behind you, letting your shoulder drop. And then we'll bring our hand over, bring that right leg back, straighten our legs. And then we're going to do a threading the needle, only we're going to do it with the lower part of the body. So left ankle to the right thigh, hand around your leg, bringing that leg in closer to the body. We're going to rotate our ankle 3 times one way, and then 3 times back the other way. And then lower our legs. And now the opposite side. And now let's rotate our ankle 3 times one way, and then 3 times the other way. And then we'll lower both legs. And then we're going to move into Supta Baddha Konasana, so feet together, knees are apart, left hand on the abdominal area, right hand on the heart. And then you can straighten your legs, bring your arms to your sides, and we'll move into deep relaxation. So if you like to palm your eyes, you can rub the palms together briskly and then palm your eyes. And lower your arms to your sides.
We're going to do deep relaxation just a little differently today. First, we are going to visualize that soft light, that mist surrounding our body, just like we're floating on a cloud. What we're going to inhale, as we inhale, we're going to sense that we're bringing that energy and that softness up our left leg into our hip. So our left leg is so relaxed. Right leg, we inhale, we bring that soft light up. Exhale, we feel the relaxation. We're going to inhale, bring that light, just a wave of light into the abdominal area, the chest. Exhale, when we exhale, we're letting go of anything that keeps us from total relaxation. Then we're going to inhale, bringing that soft mist up the back. Again, exhaling, letting go of anything that keeps us from deep peace. Inhaling up the left hand and arm and shoulder. Exhaling, letting go. Inhaling up the right hand, arm, shoulder. And exhaling. Inhaling into the neck, peace and calmness. Exhaling out anything that keeps us from that. Inhaling into our face, our head. Exhaling out. Now allowing our consciousness to expand. Expands beyond the room, beyond the country, beyond the continent, beyond mountains, beyond trees. It expands to the galaxies. Expands beyond galaxies, beyond. And bringing your consciousness back from the galaxies, all the way into your body. It refreshes you as it returns beyond your eyes, filling your face, neck, throat, left arm to the fingertips, right arm to the fingertips, down back to the hips, into the heart, lungs, chest, abdomen, left leg to the toes, right leg to the toes. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Inhale, stretch your arms above your head, tense. Exhale, lower your arms, relax. And then rolling over onto one side, sitting up and facing the screen. And we'll just do a couple of energizing breaths to make sure we're fully back in the body. So we're going to do a double inhale and a double exhale. It's short and long. It's like this. Double inhale through the nose, double exhale through the mouth. So let's do 6 of those. Okay, so hopefully you're fully back in your body and feeling a lot more focused and a lot more in peace and relaxation. So thank you for joining me today. And for those of you who can stay, I will turn the recording off and turn your cameras on. So, bye, everyone.